Well, hello folks, Sam Owens here, and we've got a nice welding machine from Soarfly, and I'm going to introduce it to you, show you what you get, the setup, and operation. So up in the upper right hand corner are going to be a lot of the details and technical specs on the welder, and so we can spend most of our time with the things that you want to see. Let's see that thing weld. Okay, here's what you get. You get a instruction manual that before you go and do anything, you should look through this, read through it, and get familiar with what the write-up and how they have safety issues in here that you want to adhere to, and the technical parameters of it. It will go up to 250 amps as a maximum, and it's variable depending on the conditions that you need. And if you're not into welding, this could be a trial and error and a good starting machine to learn how to weld. I don't have a lot of welding experience, only a couple of times. I had other welders and I did do a little welding, so I don't have anything but just the bare basics. In the negative connection, you connect the holder, which is this. They call this the holder, and you put your welding rod in there, and this is called your grounding clamp. And so this is going to go on the material, and so you're going to strike this. As you'll see me in the demonstration, I'll be using this to strike down at the metal. So this will go to the negative side and the grounding will go to the positive. You can hook it the other way. They say you try it, and if you don't get the results you want, switch it around. Control panel is nice and big, and you have one knob here that you can select the different values that you want. Is the power switch. You want to make sure this power switch is off before you do anything else, and we only turn this on when it's plugged in and we're ready to weld. Okay, now I've got it off, it's not plugged in, so nothing can happen. Now if you'll notice, there's a little tab out. It's not completely round, it's keyed, and here you'll find that there's a place for that to go into. So you line them up and then you turn it to the right and it tightens up and boom. So, and then it's nice and tight. Now we're going to, that's the holder, and now we're going to put the ground cord on. Put that up, and then you turn it to the right and you give it a good tightness. I've got my welding shirt on, and see, my arms are nice and protected. And now we're going to set this up for like 240 amps. I think I'll start out with that instead of the full 250. And I'm going to have the hot start for 30 amps and arc force for 30 amps. And we'll see the setup. So first I took these loose so I don't have them out connected. I want to set it up without the cords on connected. So I plug that in, and then I can turn the power switch on the back. And right now, you see amps is lit up and manual is over here. It's always on, so it operates in manual. I'm not sure, it doesn't explain what that is, but this is where if I wanted a different value, like 30, I can go, when I'm sitting on it and it's lit up, means I can change it. Wait, I said I was going to make it 240. So I'm going to move this to 240. There's 240. I don't know if it's showing up. But when I push on this, it's going to select that and then advance me to hot start. Hot start is 30. Now when I could move this around and select that. I'm going to just go ahead and let's see, all the way up. That's the highest you can go, 30. So maybe I'll go down to 25 on that. So once I've selected that, push, and it goes to the arc force, I'm going to put it at 25. So I move this down to 25 and then press it, and now I'm back. This is just a monitor. It'll go out after 2 minutes of in out without moving it again. So it's all set up. That's how easy it is. Now, from the results of this, I can determine, do I need to go higher or lower on these settings. And now I'm going to squeeze this like I showed before and make sure it's in there good. It is. And now I'm going to find my point that I'm going to put it at and hold it, and I'm going to make a spark right here so you can see it. And then over here. Okay, I got it. Okay, you got to learn to keep it from sticking. You just got to strike it and then hold it. Now I'm going to go around right here, all the way around there, and see if I can do it. Okay, you can see that I have too much current. And look, it just blew right through that, melted it, but through this pipe. And what we're going to do is go over here and demonstrate it with a little less. I may go down to 200, and let's just see what 200 does. And so this is trial and error. I didn't know that this was going to happen, and so now you get to see. I'm going to put this down to 200. And see if that works better. Actually, 225. Let's try that. Okay, 225. All right, here I go. All right. I'm going to start right here and just tack it. I'm grounded right here. Let's see. Ah, that worked a lot better. Okay, let me get this little spot right here. Okay. Ah, I got the idea of it now. Lower current's going to do the job. You can't go up too high. You need to start low. And let me just analyze what we've done. I think I should have selected a much heavier piece of metal. This is way too thin. You see, just drawing a spot goes right through. So it's really too thin for this kind of stuff. I should have done a thicker one. I'm going to go and get a thicker piece of metal and see if it works better. Okay, we're going to use this larger piece of metal. I had sheet metal before, and you see it blew right through it. Okay, so we're going to try this. And it's ready to go. Get this and line this up, and I'm just going to tack it in a couple of spots. I want to do it where you can see it. I'm going to do it right here and right over here. And okay, and around here. Okay, little spot. Now see, I don't have to hold that any longer, and now we can concentrate. Let me see if I burn through. No. Now I'm going to work my arc right around here so you can see it, and then I'll turn it around. Okay, so watch it. Okay, now I'm going to turn it around for you. Whoa, I blew through it. Okay. Okay. You see, I started out pretty good right there. And then I got to work on my weld. I just don't quite have it, but some areas I get it okay, and then I missed it. I blew right through the pipe, and then over here I blew through a little bit there, so I may have to cut it down even more. First time using it. That's on there pretty solid, but I see I do have some work to learn. If you're not careful, this is thin and it can blow through. If I had thicker material going on the thicker material, it may not come out quite as, like this, destroying the metal of the material you're putting on there. I see you can't let it sit in one spot very long or you're going to eat right through it. So there is a technique of dragging it, and I haven't developed it yet, as you see. So, but you did get to see how this would perform, and I think if in the hands of someone that really knows welding, I think they could probably do a pretty good job. And after time, I think you would be able to, and I will once I do a few more adjustments and use different materials. Okay, 2 applications, one with real thin material and another thin material going together. You're not gonna work well with that unless I adjust the welding down different. This right here worked much better, but I just got to improve my welding, and I would come out a lot better if I'm able to pull that around smoothly. And this is pretty strong. It would hold. I don't know if I would trust it that much right now until I get a little better. Okay, folks. I think you see the Soarfly Mini Welder 250 amp tops will perform for you at home and even at the shop for those quick weld jobs. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video.